Hello everyone! First, I need to say thank you to the EA Creator Network and Maxis for giving me an early access key to the For Rent pack for The Sims 4. I wouldn't be able to make this video at this point in time without being part of the EA Creator Network, so thank you so much. Now, let's move into today's video. We're going to research the lore. We've already done the townies and taken a look at the in-game lore surrounding them. Today we're going to go into Beard Cove Cave and see what we can find there as far as lore. So let's jump in. So if you didn't know, this is the world of Tomarang. Comes with Sims 4 For Rent pack. And it is separated into two neighborhoods. In this video, we're going to take a look at Kosapa, in particular, the Beard Cove Cave, which is just over here. To get there, you have to swim from one of the mini beaches, but it's really easy to get to. So we're going to grab my Sim self and head on over. So to get over to the Beard Cove Cave, first you need to travel to one of the nearby lots. We're just going to go over to Thotok Shore Residential Lot because it's the nearest to the cave. So the cave is all the way around here. We are here. So to get over there, what we have to do is swim. So we go here to this beach, and we can start swimming in the water. And we need to swim all the way over here. It's going to take a little while for your sim to get over there. See you in a few minutes once my sim gets over to this beach. All right, we are here. Unfortunately, my sim has decided that he's swimming in the sand, which is it's a bug. So if that ever happens and your sim starts swimming around in the sand, just reset object. And there you go. So this is the cave. This is a Beard Cove Cave. And to explore the cave, simply click on it and click explore. And your sim will make their way into the cave. Now, the cave is a rabbit hole, but by exploring it, your sim will uncover various in-world lore. Locals have always ventured into Beard Cove to soak in both the beauty and the history. Along the eastern wall, Muir finds cave carvings and drawings all splayed out. It tells a tale of war and triumph, if you're keen enough to decipher it. So we can admire from a safe distance or try to decipher it. Let's go ahead and try to decipher it. And we have a pop-up. While looking over the carvings, another etching catches Muir's eye. It's newer than old, but older than new. A heart hanging from the talons of a parrot in flight with some initials marked inside. ECT and JWBB. Whoever they were, they must have been madly in love to brave any potential pirates lingering nearby. These waters were not always safe, but love can make people do wild things. Once your sim is finished exploring the cave, they will come back out, and then you can send them right back in. It doesn't seem like there's a cooldown to this cave, so you can send your sim in as many times in a row as you want, it looks like. So let's go ahead, let's explore again, and see what else we can find. Oh, this is new. Did you hear that? Muir's eyes struggle to adjust to the cave's darkness. All he can do is stumble around, arms stretched forward, hoping not to trip over any rocks. A faint sound suddenly catches his attention, skittering, squeaking, and whispering. Frightened, Muir freezes in place. Could someone or something be in the cave with him? An animal? A ghost? So we can take a deep breath and listen, or we can call out into the darkness. Let's take a deep breath and listen. Muir took a deep breath and concentrated on the strange sounds. Turns out there was no whispering. It was just his breathing. Apparently stumbling around in the dark is a bit of a workout. With that mystery solved and no desire to figure out what might still be lurking in there, he decided to make for the exit. That's enough cave time for today. So no lore, but interesting exploration text there. Going back in. Okay, so we found the sound again, so let's go ahead and let's call out into the darkness this time. The whispering sounds intensify and almost feel like they're getting closer. A cold, musty gust of wind picks up from the same direction, tussling Muir's hair. Goosebumps ripple across his skin and every hair stands on end. Ghosts? He turned around and ran in the opposite direction, not sticking around to find out. And we've been given a moodlet called Jeepy Creepies. That was an unpleasant experience. The feeling of fear really started to cave in on Muir. Interesting. So now let's go ahead, let's go back in and explore. Now, I don't know if you can get different results from these things, depending on which one you choose, or if you choose the same one more than once. But I'm only going to go through and choose each one once. So making his way into the cave, Muir realizes the rocky surfaces around him are quite slippery from the recent high tide. Stopping to take stock of the situation, something catches his attention way up above. There appears to be a relatively dry ledge that snakes around out of sight. It's perilous, but could he make the climb? The cave also stretches onward, dead ahead, and looks like it might dry out in the not-so-far distance. He'd just have to make it over those treacherous rocks. So we can climb up to the ledge above, or continue forward across the slippery rocks. Let's climb up to the ledge. And for doing that, we got Worldly Wonders Inspiration Moodlet. Nature has some truly awesome creations. Muir had a full day of discovering spelunking through the depths of this beautiful cavern. Rocky beginnings. Muir looked the wall up and down, carefully plotting out a course of sturdy-looking handholds. He slowly made his way up, hand over hand, until hoisting himself onto the ledge. It was narrow, but relatively sturdy. So back against the wall, he shuffled forward, eventually coming to a small opening. Well, I've made it this far, he said quietly to himself, and crawled through. Blinking away the sunlight, Muir seems to be on a small platform overlooking the water in the direction of Kosapa. The crystalline waters glisten in the sunlight as fish make their way through it. Birds are soaring through the air and nearby trees chirping wildly. The city looks picturesque in the distance, a living postcard. What an amazing little spot. Now, to be honest, I really wish that if you find that, it takes you up to a little hidden lot. That would be so awesome. I would love to see a hidden lot in this, and that would have been a perfect place to put a hidden lot. Unfortunately, it doesn't seem like there is one, which is sad. That is so sad. But it's fine, I suppose. Let's go back in. I just love that you can hear little whispers and such. Oh, hello. Upon entering the cave, Muir notices a small tunnel towards the back wall. Could this be the entrance to another cave? A cave within a cave. Caveception. Eager to find out, Muir makes his way into this dark passageway. Let's explore. Interesting. At this point, Muir can only rely on sounds and vibes to find his way out. The cave entrance has entirely disappeared from view, but with a few more steps, a light can be seen in the distance. Surrounded by damp walls, he can't wait to get out of here. Let's keep going. Exiting the tight enclosure, Muir is encompassed by a large cavern with light streaming through a small opening in the rocks above. It's a little oasis all to himself. Staying put and soaking in the beauty is certainly an option. However, a large stack of rocks resembling a stairway of sorts catches his eye. Fair warning, cave rocks tend to make excellent homes for tiny creatures. So we can stay put, or we can make the climb. Let's go ahead, let's make the climb. As Muir climbed up the rocky handhold, a tiny hand reached out to hold his. What even was that? The view may have been cool, but that creature's quest for affection has left him with several heebies and quite a few jeebies. So that was a fun little excursion. Let's explore again. Maybe we'll come across that hidden tunnel again at some point. I'm getting the feeling that there's more there than meets the eye. Okay, we found the hidden tunnel again. So let's explore the passageway. Keep going. Okay, so we tried to make the climb last time. Let's stay put this time and see what happens. It's hard for Muir to enjoy the cavernous views when several eyes begin to appear in the rock wall's many crevices. Are they watching him? No, it must be his imagination. Either way, maybe it's time to leave. So what are those little creatures? And will we find out? I'm gonna say they're gnomes. And until I know for sure, I'm gonna say they're gnomes. Okay, here's the beautiful carvings again. So let's admire from a safe distance, because before we tried to decipher it, so let's admire it this time. Muir took this moment to feed his artistic soul. How many Sims get the chance to study art in person? What a rare and insightful opportunity for any creative mind. So again, we found the beautiful carvings. So we deciphered it, and for our endeavors, we found an orange tassel. It says, the drawings depict the story of a battle fought long ago of beasts, tigers, and people. The Great Mother, embraced in her alternate form as a tiger, found the tiger pack she had been searching for, fetching water from a trickling stream. Asking for forgiveness and begging for their help, she promised her people would care for all tigers until the moon became the sun. They agreed to lend aid. Upon their return to the village clearing, a fierce battle ensued between the tiger pack and the wretched beasts that had been ravaging the land. Together they began to push back on the invasion, but as time passed, the Great Mother could feel her powers waning. Just when it felt like the tides were turning for the worse, something unexpected happened. An elder mistakenly made his way into the open. A beast caught sight and lunged right for him. In a moment of sacrifice, the Great Mother dove between the two, using the last remnants of her powers to save her elder. With a splash from the beast, Great Mother was split in two, a human form and a tiger form. A piece of her soul remained within her cat counterpart. In fear of this revelation of power, the beast retreated back into the depths of the forest. You get tassels by doing this. By deciphering those carvings, you get different colored tassels. And it looks like there's a collection. This looks like a brand new collection. Now, I will do that collection as part of my Sims 4 Ultimate Collection Guide. We'll do that later, but just keep that in mind. Okay, so we did the spooky ghost thing, so we called out. Did you hear that? As Mir's call reverberated across the cave, the source of the mystery sounds was revealed. Bats. The once sleeping creatures began to flutter about and in one giant synchronized mass swoop down a passageway into the darkness. Relieved and unharmed, a new sound fills the air. Laughter. Can you believe I thought I heard whispering ghosts? Muir is left feeling a little silly and in awe of this cave's many secrets. Going back in, we've got the Rocky Beginnings quest again. Before we climbed up to the ledge above, so let's continue forward across the slippery rocks this time. Muir pressed ahead over the rocks, stumbling and sliding along the way. Once on the other side, he started to congratulate himself on a job well done. Looking around for what's next, he had a sudden realization. This is a dead end. With a groan, he headed back towards the entrance. What a wasted adventure. He didn't even get to see anything cool. Oh, Felix has come to say hi. Hello, Felix. So, my friends, after taking a look through the cave several more times, unfortunately, I haven't been able to find any more lore, but that doesn't mean that there isn't anything there to find. Good luck. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video.